Hello again, Pisces. Dadhichi here with your April 2016 monthly overview. This is an astrological snapshot of what's going on for you. You know, sometimes that second wind takes a while to come along again, but I really believe now with the Mars transit in your 10th house behind the long-standing Saturn transit, which has really constrained you a lot. This is going to be a month where you start to feel energized again, confident and positive that you can start to get back on track with your career, your professional life. Some of you who may have been unemployed can start to feel the impact of this planet Mars, which is the second and ninth ruler of your horoscope, a very lucky planet for the Pisces born individuals, moving in the 10th house. And the ninth house is a karmic house. So when we see that karmic planet moving through the past karma planet moving through the 10th house, which is also in a sense a karmic house, a practical material karmic house, some of the benefits of your past actions will start to show right now. Moon in conjunction with Pluto as the month begins in the 11th house of profitability, and no less than 4 or 5 planets by the 7th of the month in the second house of income. You have the Sun there, Mercury and Uranus. Mercury producing a very powerful conjunction of unexpected opportunity on the 1st of the month. On the 6th, Venus moving into this second house, which is the ruler of the 8th house of shared resources, then looking at its own house is very good, with a new moon taking place on the 7th. So there's a quick succession of events that we see. They're all relating to your work and your finances. And I would say that with that Mars in the 10th house, this makes you driven to achieve some successes at this time after that long-standing transit of Saturn. Be careful, however, because Mars in this context could be seen as the irresistible force, with Saturn being the immovable object. And thinking about that, it could be that you know exactly what you want to do right now, but the forces around you, namely the people that may be in a position to control what actually happens and how fast those things happen, may really create an environment of tremendous frustration for you. Now you need to use one of your ruling planets, Jupiter, in the 7th house for this. It's retrograde right now, so it's empowering you. And it shows that you can indeed use the power of persuasion and connectivity. It also aspects your 11th house of friendships. So before you go into battle, Pisces, especially again relating to this context of your work, you need to get all your ducks in a row. You need to get your allies on side, find out who your enemies are and who your allies are. That's going to give you the best shot at being successful in what it is you're attempting to do. The 7th ruler, speaking about other people, is Mercury. We've talked about the conjunction on the 1st. We see the movement to Taurus, that's the 3rd house of communications, on the 6th. That happens coincidentally when Venus is moving into the second house. So this is very much a communicative, negotiable, sort of financial dual transit, if I could put it that way. And then we see a really, really favourable aspect, the Mercury trine Jupiter, taking place on the 15th. On the 17th, the trine from Mercury to Pluto, all very, very favourable, indicating profitability, income, finances, and some fulfilment of your financial and professional objectives at that time. There's another very, very important transit. That is the full moon taking place in your 9th house. Now the full moon for you is an excellent celestial event. It's the ruler of your 5th house. For some of you who are older and have grown up children, the full moon in the 9th house of long journeys could indicate one of your children going away. It could also indicate travelling of yourself for creative purposes. It is also the planet that is ruling love affairs. Being full in the 9th house could indicate a love affair or romantic connection with someone at a distance. Being the 5th house of initiation and the 9th house of gurus and teachers and mentors, there could be an opportunity for you to learn something new from someone, especially having Pluto in your 11th house of friends. This could be the time where even a simple word or statement can trigger some deep understanding and can shift your intellectual and emotional ground into a position of understanding so you can move forward, whereas you've been stuck, as we mentioned, say for example, with your work. So these are all great aspects for the month of April. We also see on the 23rd the conjunction of Venus to Uranus. That also shows some sudden financial windfalls, unexpected cash, but it is also a relationship planet. It's the sexual planet for you, and it also rules your 3rd house of communications and travels, again tying in with what we mentioned earlier. We do see Venus moving into Taurus right on the last day of the month, the 30th of April. So that again is all signifying travels, learning. There's an educational flavour to this as well. So irrespective of whether you decide to sign up for a new course, an online course of study, or to go to university, you are learning a lot. And it could just be simply your day-to-day activities, the interactions you're having with people, and this mentor that I mentioned, someone that could really connect with you and you vice versa with them, may be the catalyst for really understanding some component or aspect of your life, someone in your life that you weren't able to before, and that's all good stuff. Don't forget to join me at astrology.com.au. You can get lots of free information there. There's over 3,900 pages, by the way. I'll be back next month. For those of you that are new, I hope you're going to come back. We'll be continuing the soap opera called Pisces, This Is Your Life. Take care till then. Bye-bye now.